Hey, I'm Eric Keach. I'm here with Jane Barnett, and she is an amazing client at 180 Kettlebell, and she has a really, really interesting story to share. She's going to talk about her experience, she's going to talk about her results, and everything else in between. So, Jane, thank you so much for taking the time to come on and talk about your story. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's dive in. Let's set the stage so people understand where you're coming from and the changes you were looking to make. So, before you hopped on board, before you started training there, what were you trying to overcome? Like, what was the big struggle, the big thing you were trying to fix?
I have always done something. I've always worked out at a gym, gone to a, aerobics class or something. And probably the last 4 or 5 years before I joined Kettlebell, I was going to a gym. I just felt like I'm doing the same thing. It's so boring. I get on the machine, I do the certain weights. Um, I didn't feel like I could ask one of the trainers anything. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. Too
Hmm.
many people. So I just wanted to go in and feel like wow, I've really got a good workout. I know this is doing something. I can see the results. And when I started kettlebell, that's what happened. I felt very comfortable going in. I felt that even though there's different age groups, there's the group that I'm in, kind of the over 50, there's the 20-year-olds and everything in between, but you feel comfortable. There's no sense of, oh gosh, they're going to do better at that than me. There's no sense of
Hmm.
that. We're all in it together, doing the
So,
same thing.
so it caters to everybody, right? There's all shapes, all
Exactly.
sizes.
No.
And I'm guessing since that's the way that it is, some people come in different levels of experience or different levels of being in shape. So
No.
do they modify stuff so that it works for
Oh,
each of the people?
absolutely. And if you go in, you go, oh my gosh, as you get older, you kind of gets a little sore or something. Okay, I'm not gonna, I've got to, bump down my weight a little bit. That's the good thing. You can still do everything that they're doing. You just use a little bit, modify it a little bit, or use, a smaller weight. So, and Jody always tells us that. Any of the trainers tell us that, hey, if you want to do it this way, if you don't feel comfortable, do this. There's been a couple times where I've said, okay, I can't do this because, um, I hit my leg or something, whatever. Okay, modify it. We'll modify it. You can do this. So there's always another option if you can't do exactly what they're doing.
Okay. And so you've been pretty active, right? So you had some experience going in. You kind of had a good idea of things are,
Yep.
but what were you nervous, like first time going in there?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be nervous the
Right.
first time,
Okay.
of course it is. But you go in and you get to know people, and the trainers there make you feel very comfortable. Once you get in there and do it, you realize, okay, everybody's doing this like I am. We're all trying to do this
Hmm.
and get through the workout. So you don't feel out of place.
So since you don't feel out of place, they may do a good job making you comfortable. What's the actual training atmosphere like? Is there, what's it like being part of this group and being, yeah, just being part of it?
I feel I can ask anybody a question. I feel I can go to somebody next to me, whether doesn't matter how old they are. Oh gosh, I gotta this one's really hard, or maybe if you go down a weight or two, it'll help you out, get used to it, and help you do it. So I just feel like it's a family. I
Hmm.
can't wait to go see my buddies that I go work out with at 4:30.
Mm. Did you expect that going into it, that it would end up being kind
Oh
of like
no,
that family?
no,
No.
no, not at all. I just thought, yeah, I'll go do my workout and be done.
All right. And
So,
then even the social side of it sounds like, did you think there would be that kind of part of it too?
no, I was a little concerned about maybe the people that were a little bit younger, but I don't feel that way at all. And I hope that, at least for me, anybody that comes in that is new, go up to them and say, hi, how are you? And the trainers also do that. So to make them feel
Mm.
comfortable.
Okay. So you go in there, feel comfortable. How long, at the time we're talking now, recording, how long you've been a member there for?
4 or 5 years.
Okay. So
Yeah.
obviously, right, something's working for you. So obviously, right,
Something
we talked about the
clicking.
community.
Yep.
Let's talk about one of the things that obviously a big part of it that'll keep you there is the results. So what have you seen since being there in results?
It's a life changer. It's a life changer. You I think the first thing that you do, you notice your shape. Oh, these are gone. Oh, these are gone. So you notice that you've lost inches, and I think that's what Jody says at first. You will notice that you lose inches, and you do. It's that things fit better, and you feel better about yourself, and the energy has been incredible. I mean, I don't, of course you need to put that along with good eating habits, which, they do that. They always have a newsletter that comes out with great recipes. So if you put all that together, you're going to feel amazing, and you do. You're much happier.
Mm. And so you noticed the change, right, physically and this, right?
Yep.
Because you were frustrated with a lot of the other stuff. So you had
Right.
seen that. You talked about the energy. Had you noticed, obviously, right, I could see the background. It looks like you're a teacher. So have
Yeah.
you noticed that it helped manage that, right? You have a lot of kids running around. There's different stress levels. You notice a difference there too?
Oh, absolutely. A little more patient with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you just have the energy. I can, I used to come home, and at the end of the day you feel like you're pretty beat up. And it's just, and I'm not saying there aren't days like that. There are, but you just can deal with it a little bit better. And I'm always excited. Okay, I've got kettlebell. I'm going to feel better. I get to go there. I'm going to feel better. If it's been a frustrating day, you can go there and take your
Mm-hmm.
frustrations out on the kettlebell gym.
Right. And have you seen a difference too of like family members? Have they noticed? Have
Oh
friends
yeah.
seen a difference? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
hmm
Has it carried over to the family stuff in any way with what you're doing? Have they noticed there's like, is it carried over in any way for them?
Oh yeah. My husband says I'm like the Energizer Bunny. hmm Yeah. Yep. So yeah, lots of, I guess that's it. Lots of energy, and
Hmm.
just you just feel good about getting up in the morning.
Yep. Yep. And so people, your friends, family have seen these changes. You've noticed the changes, more energy, right? You've
Yep.
lost the inches. How does all that make you feel?
Like I said, it makes you feel great. You get up in the morning, you
Yeah.
feel good, you're happier. If you feel good about yourself, you're going to have a better attitude.
Okay.
And I think that just carries over to anybody. So anybody who wants to do it, it's a life changer. It's going to change
Yeah.
your life in a good way.
Okay. Have you, it's just popped into my head, we are talking about inches stuff. Were you tracking any of those things? Or was that,
You know, no, well, I wouldn't say I wasn't. You always have those pair of jeans that you wish you could get into. That's how I kind of track it. Can I get into those pants that I couldn't get into? Yes, absolutely.
hmm,
So, yeah,
that's
I
pretty
guess that's
cool.
kind of how I track it. So,
Okay, so we just had to make a quick change. You could see a different background, little interruption. So we'll kind of get back into this. But you were talking about, right, the results. We were talking about everything else, how it was different from all the stuff that you had seen. So I'm curious to know that what you would tell somebody, right? They're hearing your story. Maybe they're in a similar place to where you were before you started. They're
yep.
thinking about joining, but they're on the fence. What would you want
Mm,
to tell that person who's on the fence?
do it. Get here. Get to the kettlebell gym. Pull in the parking lot. Come in. Don't, I mean, it's just kind of, you have, like anything else, you have to take the first step,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to stick with it. And yeah, it's going to be hard at first, but you just have to do it because it'll change your life. I mean, it has done so with many other people, and like me, it's a life changer. You will feel better, and you'll feel better about yourself, and you'll have more energy. And I mean, there's just no doubt they would have to do it. At least try it.
Okay. All
So
right. Very cool. Well, Jane, great, great story. I love seeing the results. I just love hearing how everything has shifted and changed and so much better for you. And I just want to wish you the best of luck in the future.
thank you.
Awesome.
Great.
All
Thanks.
right. Take care.
Yep. Bye.